Trust me when I say this, guys, this is an actual good found footage film. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a brand new movie review. Today I'm going to be discussing They're Inside. Now, I actually was at the world premiere of this at the Phoenix Film Festival back in April or so, and I did do a written review, so if you guys are interested in a written review, check that down below as well. But I've been waiting for it to finally come out on a VOD and Blu-ray, and since it is releasing this Tuesday, I thought it would be fun to kind of dive in and talk about this film on a video format and engage more with you guys and kind of get the word out about this movie, because with found footage, I'm kind of a guilty pleasure for this type of horror genre and this little subgenre of the horror, because the thing is that they're really fun to watch. There's also a lot of crap. This ever since Paranormal Activity, the first one, it kind of opened the floodgates for tons of these really cheap found footage films to be opened up. In fact, I've made a couple of mine, and they're not the best at all, but they're fun to make per se. But my issue with found footage in general has always been, again, it's just oversaturated, that all the good ones kind of get mixed around, and even these hidden gems that we can talk about, whether it's Quarantine or even Grave Encounters, those films kind of get mixed in and people just have never seen them. I hope that They're Inside actually breaks that mold, because this is a hidden gem within the found footage genre. This doesn't turn out to be a guilty pleasure horror film that some people will enjoy and some people won't, but I think if you're a fan of found footage and in general a fan of horror films, this actually might get your interest and actually might be really appreciated through you. The one aspect that I actually truly loved about this film is the director's take on this movie. Now, he goes about to say in an after Q&A how he talks about, I made this film because I wanted to answer the question, well, who edits these films together? And from the synopsis alone, you learn about that it's about two sisters who go to an isolated cabin in a woods to film a passion project with their friends. But as family secrets start to come out, fast strangers come into play who might just be filming a passion project of their own. Quite a few things where I think if you're a film fan or someone who's passionate about movie making, this has a lot of aspects to that, and you can kind of relate to all the characters rounded out in here. It's Robin or Cody, portrayed brilliantly by Karli Hall and Amanda Ward, or whether it's the killers in here that you kind of start to understand their perspective and what they're doing, and that maybe they're just deranged directors that never got the light to go about it. So many subtle nuances that not just the actors and actresses do within here to really elevate their performances and the film in general, but it's director Panelli who really adds a lot of depth and secrecy to this whole entire film while making you guess every single turn. Before we get any further into this review, guys, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button where I get tons of early geeky content like this, early movie reviews and all sorts of stuff like that. And plus, you guys can also go over to Sascha Films on how to see films early. The found footage format in here actually is the best route to have taken with this movie. Imagine The Strangers, but as a found footage film, while flipped on its side and also playing with the horror tropes but moving forward with them. The thing about found footage is usually it starts the same way, and that's the one thing. I mean, if I'm gonna nitpick something, this film definitely starts in the same exact genre, in the same exact way that most of these films started. Starts slow, moves very steadily, builds up to the end, and ends. And that's really how this film goes. I was kind of hoping for something maybe a little bit different. By the ending, it was completely different, and it does add some subtle things going there and certain little small, subtle moments that are adding to that perspective. But again, I was expecting a little bit more from that. But besides that, I think if you're a found footage fan, there is a lot to this film that you can find. And I think as horror fans, we should definitely surround this hidden gem and give it some love. Overall, They're Inside is, again, a unique diamond in the rough when it comes to the found footage. There's so many out there, and I think this is one that you guys definitely should check out. It's coming on VOD and Blu-ray this Tuesday, so definitely search it out, please, guys, because we need to support these independent horror films because we don't get a lot of them. And with this unique take that the director did and him talking about making sequels to this, I'm actually intrigued to see what they could do. There's definitely an opening to where they could go with it, and I think there's a nice segue that I definitely am intrigued to see if they get to do it. With great performances, with good shots, and of course a strong direction and writing that really floored out and elevated this found footage film to what could have easily been a weak found footage film, but really elevated to a different light and kind of really puts a perspective on all of us film fans. I think They're Inside is definitely worth a watch. So with all that said, I'm going to give this film a B. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are on this film. Have you guys checked it out? Are you guys going to go check it out? Let's talk about it down below in the comments. And of course, guys, if you guys are new here, hit that like and subscribe button. Check out Sascha Films, and I'll make sure to see you guys soon. So until next time, stay classy.